everyone. Welcome to another Teach Me Tuesday. Today I'm going to be talking all about morning routines, which is something I've been chatting a lot about on Instagram recently after I mentioned that I don't have a morning routine and I don't even advise that my clients have one either. And the trick here is that I don't have a morning routine because what I prefer for myself and for monthly cycling beings, like those of us with periods, are in fact monthly morning rituals. The difference here is that a morning routine is something that we design to do every single day. So wake up, have your tea, do your meditation, write in your journal, do a workout. And we try to do it on repeat day after day after day. That, however, doesn't work in our body all month long because our hormones are cycling. So where we're at today is not the same place we'll be at hormonally tomorrow or next week. We, in fact, won't be in this exact place hormonally until this time in our cycle next month. So what I like to do instead are morning rituals. Now, these are sacred, soulful, enjoyable activities that look a lot like the individual activities in traditional morning routines, but they're more aligned with the different phases of our cycles. So what I'm talking about here is that we need to have different activities for our morning practices during the week of our period than we do during the week of ovulation, simply because our bodies are in a different place hormonally and craving something different. So to break this down for you, my morning rituals during my period week look a lot different than, say, mid-cycle during ovulation. And I want to share with you what some different activities are that I use as morning rituals during the different phases of my cycle. So starting on day one of a cycle, on the first day of your period, I tend to use morning rituals that are really slow and soft, and sometimes doing nothing other than sleeping in. During the period, our bodies are craving rest and relaxation. So the morning ritual here often looks like sleeping in later and maybe doing something really, really gentle and introspective, like writing in your journal to reflect on the cycle that had just closed. As you usher in the second week of your cycle, we're in the follicular phase and we're starting to really gain some energy as we're gearing up towards ovulation. This is the phase where morning rituals tend to incorporate some more movement. So whether it's taking a walk, going on a run, or doing some type of morning exercise, that can fit in really nicely. You might also start working with manifestation meditations during the second week of your cycle, during this follicular phase, as it's a great time to start taking on new projects for the cycle ahead. Then we move into the ovulation phase, or the week leading up to and just after ovulation. This tends to be when we're the most energetic and lively all month long. So the morning routine ritual here tends to be vigorous movement. So you could go on a run, do a cardio workout, or even better, because we're in the highest libido state all month, could even be to have a morning quickie as your ritual. So good. And then from there, we venture into the luteal phase, which is where our cycle starts to wind down. We think of this as the autumn or the fall season of our cycle. This is where we're craving grounding activities. So we're coming into those practices that we generally consider to be morning routines and we try to force on ourselves all cycle long. The luteal phase is when we're really craving meditation, some journaling, grounded stretches in our bed, really grounded workouts, like hiking, getting outside in nature. So we can't expect our bodies to want to crave and do the same thing day after day after day because they're not in the same spot day after day. Cycling your morning routine and replacing the daily practices with rituals that align with your cycle can be way more honoring and nourishing to where you're at each given day and actually allow you to optimize your energy as you go into that day. So I want to hear from you in the comments below as you start to consider shifting away from a morning routine and moving towards morning rituals. what are the rituals you're really excited to start to incorporate